Hampshire for Manchester Public Television's Friday Night Football. Tonight we are broadcasting from the William Bill Mizell Veterans Memorial Field at Manchester West. The view from the west side is lovely, seeing the Manchester skyline just over the river. Tonight we have two Division II top 10 teams. Number 3 ranked Alvrine Broncos are visiting the number 10 seeded Manchester West Blue Knights. Alvrine comes in with a 4-1 record, and they've won their last 3 games. Their offense has put up 26.6 points per game and only allowed 42 points over the start of the season. The West Blue Knights are 3-2, won their last game 32-0 on the road over Conval. We are lined up for the kickoff. The Blue Knights won the toss. They've elected to receive, and Alvrine is set to kick. Receive the ball at about the 15-yard line, comes towards the middle. Stays on his feet, gets up to about the 25, almost 26-yard line. Blue Knights coming onto the field. Their starting lineup, they've got a Xavier Burpee at running back, number 5 Brandon Lloyd at wide receiver, 21 Jamal Tyler at running back, Edwin Rodriguez, number 27 at split end, and the tight end is Jordan Escabi. Direct snap to the running back. He gets a decent run at it, about 5, maybe 6 yards, up to about the 31-yard line.
And for the Broncos, their defense is one of the best defense in Division II. Excuse me. They're giving up less than 9 points per game.
Lined up again, they've got a 1 receiver, number 21, wide out to the left. Quarterback keeps it, but gets hit hard, driven back to the line of scrimmage. Might have got a 1.5 yards or so on the forward progress, but number 45, that middle linebacker, he hit him hard.
Senior captain Alex Jafrida came right up the middle and stuck him.
I think I may have forgot to introduce us, Dan. My name is Dan Hanna. I'll be doing the play-by-play commentary, and I'm here with Dan Gannett, who's going to be adding some color, letting us know how these guys are doing.
It's the Dan and Dan in the booth tonight.
Motion to the left, another direct snap, able to stay on his feet, driving hard, gets forward progress up to about the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Just hard-nosed football, running it right up the middle, picking up that first down, moving the chains.
A little bit of misdirection there with the motion coming across, but they seem to be doing a lot of direct snaps. I saw them warming up earlier, and that running back likes to line up right next to the quarterback, and you really have no idea which one of them the snap's going to go to. Same formation, 2 men in the backfield, wing back and a wide out. Another direct snap. They get him behind the line. He's still on his feet, but they stopped him because he got tied up. It looks like it's a loss of about 3 to 4 yards. Backs him up to the 36-yard line. It's going to be for 2nd and 13.
That was the senior Travis Perry sticking him in the backfield for a loss of 3.
This Alvrine defense is something. They haven't allowed many points, and they're one of the top defenses in the division.
Yeah, they're stout. In 5 games, they've allowed just 42 points combined.
Incredible. They're passing. They had 3 wide receivers. He rolls out to the right. He's got some speed. He passes the line of scrimmage. Gets up to, looks like they're spotting him at the 41-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 9. First time they spread the field. Had 3 out to the right, 1 to the left, alone in the backfield there. It was a different look, way to switch it up.
Yeah, Xavier Burpee, he rolled out to his right. Looked like he was going to pass, just didn't find anything and decided to tuck and run.
He's listed as a running back, so I would assume that's his instinct. Another direct snap, sweep to the left. Ball's out. They're calling him down by contact.
That might have been a break for the Blue Knights there. It looked like a strip.
I thought he lost the ball while he was on his feet as well. I think the Knights got a lucky call there. So here it is, 4th and 12. Players are changing, and we are getting ready for a punt. Alvrine's back to punt. Looks like a false start is the signal I see from the line judge. Yep, false start against the Blue Knights. We're going to walk it back 5 yards, and we're going to try this punt again. So the Blue Knights got 1 first down out of this drive before they are forced to punt it away. It's a decent kick. It hits the ground at the 35, rolls out at about the 31. Looks like they're spotting it at the 34, though. That's a generous spot for Alvrine.
And for the Broncos, they come into this game 4-1. They've won their last 3 games, and their offense is averaging almost 27 points per game.
27 points per game and only giving up just over 8 points per game. This is the team to beat. We got 2 wide out to the left, 1 to the right. Running back right next to the quarterback in the shotgun. Motion from left to right, fake the handoff, quarterback kept it, goes up the middle, makes it up to about the 39-yard line. A gain of about 5 on that quarterback keep. He did make a pretty good fake on that handoff. The defensive end bit onto the running back and allowed the quarterback to get up, get another couple of yards. 2 wide to each side. Quarterback has a running back next to him, still in the shotgun. Looks like the Blue Knights are in a 4-2. Another flag on the play.
So a legal procedure that'll move them back almost to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just behind it, about maybe a half a yard or so. 2nd and 10.5. They're gonna line up and try this again. Now we've got 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. He breaks to the right. Runs into his own man, but he's still churning. Looks like he's got first down yardage at the 46-yard line.
That's the captain, Alex Jafrida, rumbling forward, close to a first down.
I think he got it.
Yeah, it looks like he got it.
Yeah, they'll stop the clock and move the chains. Back to the 2 wide receivers on either side set. 1 man in the backfield shotgun. Blue Knights still in that 4-2. He's dancing and moves to his right. Stays in bounds. Gets over the line of scrimmage. Number 86 put a big lick on the Blue Knights number 77. Blue Knights wanted a flag, but I think that was just a really nice pancake block.
The junior Kyle Gora with the carry to his right, close to another first down, maybe about 2 yards short. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week.
So he can move. He's a mobile quarterback then. He tried to get it out to the left, but didn't have anything, able to make a lot out of nothing. He's under center now. Handoff up the middle. Looks like he's got the first down yardage to about the Blue Knights 43-yard line. And that's the 2nd first down for Alvrine in this drive.
all runs so far for both teams.
Tight end to the left, plus 2 wide receivers and a running back on the left side. Alvrine is heavily loaded. They motion left to right. They're going passing now. He throws it hard. Great catch by number 14. Able to stay on his feet and get another couple of yards after the catch. Looks like they're going to spot Kyle Boucher at about the 30-yard line, and that is the 3rd first down of this drive. Kyle there, that number 14, he is tall.
Yeah, he went up to get that pass.
He did.
And he plucked it out of the air. Another first down. They're driving right now.
Trips to the left. Another pass. He rolls left. Goes deep. Almost picked off. But he made the catch. Looks like they got him spotted at about the 5-yard line. Maybe the 6. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
That's the senior Avion Prack with that diving catch down by the goal line to his left. He went out and got that ball.
A strong catch with the defender's hand right in there. First and goal. Quarterback under center, motion left to right. Hands it. They try to sweep it outside. Untouched, number 45 into the end zone. That's Alex Gafrida. I apologize. There's a few more letters than I'm used to pronouncing. I'm not that good at reading. And the Broncos are up 6-0 with 5:34 left in the first quarter. Number 34 lines up for the extra point attempt. It is Kyle Coulard. And the point is good. It is 7-0 Alvrine over the Manchester West Blue Knights.
That's kind of what you expected out of Alvrine. They're a dominant team. They're 4-1 coming into this game. And they sit atop Division II South standings, which is pretty logjam right now.
It is, with 3 teams at 4-1, 3 teams at 3-2. With 3 weeks left in the season, there is no telling how the top of the division is going to shake out. The Blue Knights are ready and waiting for the kickoff as Alvrine comes back out for another kick. The last return was okay. He got about 10 yards out of the return. There isn't much wind tonight, so there isn't a whole lot to contend with as far as kicking or passing is concerned.
A little chill in the air, but it's nice. It turned out to be a really good night for football, you know?
Absolutely. They go for the onside squib kick. Blue Knights look like they're able to cover it at the 37-yard line. Decent field position.
Yeah, that sets up West in really good field position. So it's a risk when you go for the squib kick there and you try to get the onsides. If you don't recover it, you set them up with really good field position.
That end-over-end bounce is always so unpredictable, and you never know when somebody's just going to touch it and tap it back to you. You set back up in that shotgun with the wing back and the wide out on the opposite side. Another direct snap. Tries to switch field, ends up getting eaten up in the backfield.
Xavier Burfee, he had nowhere to go there. He was just swallowed up by the Alvrine defense.
That Alvrine front line got penetration in every gap. Just looking out on the field, you can see just a height difference, a physique difference between the two teams.
Yeah, Alvrine has some really big boys, especially in that secondary.
Yeah, they've got some height. Another direct snap, but he hands it off. They switch field. They come back to the left. Might have made it back up to the original first down line of scrimmage, or just shy. We got 3rd down and 11.
That was the senior Brandon Lloyd, who had 3 touchdowns last week.
Brandon Lloyd and Xavier Burpee seem to be the workhorses of the Blue Knights offense.
On the 36 of West, it'll be 3rd down and 11.
Blue Knights lining up with 3 wideouts on the right, 1 in motion coming right to left, bobbled the snap, tries to go up the middle, gets taken down at about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 11, and that's going to force another Blue Knights punt.
And you can just see how stout this Broncos defense is. A 3 and out, now they get the ball right back.
And Blue Knights were able to get the 1 first down on their first series, but since then the Broncos have just shut them down.
And for the Blue Knights, I think at some point they're going to have to go to the air to win this ball game.
Another kick headed to the sideline, not a very good kick. It looks like the ball went out over about the 45-yard line is where they're marking it.
That's a kick of about 20, 22 yards.
Yeah. In the game of field position, that's not going to cut it. Let's see what Alvrine can do on their second series. Their first series, they looked like a machine out there.
Yeah, they drove the ball right down the field, scored. That's that offense that puts up almost 27 points a game.
Well, 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Alvrine sets up with trips to the left. They pass on the bubble screen. He fights his way forward, gets 3 yards after contact, brings it up to about the 47-yard line on the Blue Knights side of the field. It's going to be 2nd down and about 4.
You can tell Alvrine likes that play. They like to utilize the height of Kyle Boucher and that quickness he has to get over there.
He's got solid hands, too. He's been targeted twice, and he's grabbed them both. Bunch set to the right. Boucher out to the left.
Ooh.
Not sure if he was baited in, but yep, dead ball foul on the Blue Knights. 5 yards, and that will give them the first down. So a hard snap count gets the Blue Knights to jump, and it costs them dearly by getting Alvrine another set of downs. High snap, designed run to the right. He's got some speed, he's got some space. He makes it all the way down past the 20-yard line. That was just a well-designed play and really good downfield blocking.
Kyle Gora just using his wheels to roll to his right and just truck down the field.
If it weren't for that safety coming over and actually being able to get him down, that had touchdown all over it. Looks like we've got 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Yeah, 2 receivers to either side, 1 running back. Motion right to left, hands it off to the motion man. He's not able to get the edge. Number 80 for the Blue Knights is able to get a hand on his jersey and drag him down.
Jordan Escabi with a great tackle there to stop him. He looked like he had some daylight too.
If he had broken through that arm tackle, he would have at least made it into another first down, possibly a touchdown. But Jordan able to hold him up just enough for the rest of his defense to rally around and bring him down. Got 2nd and 10. Minute 25 left in the first. Pass, he airs it out to the right. Number 86 there goes up for it. Flag comes out in the end zone. The Blue Knights defender was not able to get his head around and look for that ball. He was just all over the receiver. And now, where will the refs assess the penalty? Pass interference on the Blue Knights. We'll see how far they step it off.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Owen Stratson, he never turned around to look for the ball. He had his hands on the receiver, and that's an easy call.
Absolutely, every time. If defender doesn't get his eyes around and actually make a play on the ball, the flag's going out. Looks like we've got first and goal from about the 9-yard line now.
First and goal for the Broncos.
The Alvrine wide receivers have at least 6 inches on all of the Blue Knights secondary. Referees are having a conference about something. Looks like the referee might be asking for a measurement.
Yeah, they'll be second down in about a half yard.
Looks like they did not make the first down with that penalty because of the loss on first down. It is second and less than a yard. Motion. Bobbles the snap. The Blue Knights are closing on him. He's able to turn the corner just a bit. He stays in bounds.
We've seen that high snap a couple of times already.
Absolutely. If that snap was a little lower and that timing was better, the quarterback was able to get out of the backfield sooner,
Keeping the football.
that could have been a first down, but it barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and we've got third and about a half a yard.
Play actually results in a loss of a half yard. It'll be third down and a full yard to go for a first down for Alvrine.
Question is, does Alvrine try to get the first down, or do they go for the goal? They line up with 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 on the backfield. Tight end on the right side, motion right to left. They hand it off up the middle. He's held up. I'm not sure if he made that.
Doesn't look like it. It looks like they stuffed him almost at the line of scrimmage, if not behind it.
That was a great play by the Blue Knights, able to get in there right in the middle. Fourth down. Is Alvrine going for the field goal, or are they going for the first down? Fourth and looks like about 1.5. Not 12 seconds left in the quarter. I think they're gonna, looks like they're trying to get in there to get a play off. I'm not sure if they're gonna start it in time. And that's the quarter. They weren't able to get that play off. It is 4th and 1 here at the end of the first quarter.
We reached the end of the first quarter of play here.
So what'd you think, Dan, about what you expected coming into tonight?
You know, that first drive for the Broncos, I thought they were just going to run up and down this field all game. And then that drive was kind of a slow, sustained drive, and it wasn't as dominant as what I would expect out of the Broncos. So good job by the Blue Knights, put up a good defense, and let's see if they can get a stop here.
Yeah, and really the only thing that was hindering the Blue Knights on that last drive were a couple of penalties. I mean, they gave up 15 yards in penalties, and one gave the Broncos a first down, and the other one was right in front of the end zone and got them within inches of a first down. Luckily, they were able to make that stop, or skillfully, they were able to make that stop to stop the Broncos from getting that first down. We'll see if they try for the first down again or if they will go for the kick. It doesn't look like they're bringing out a kicker.
And for the Blue Knights to be a really good 4-1 Broncos team, you can't make those kind of mistakes.
No.
You can't beat yourself. You can't have those pre-snap penalties. You got to play almost mistake-free football to beat this team. And they're going to go for it.
4th and a long 2 yards. Snap, hands it off up the middle. Looks like that's going to be very, very close.
It's going to
Where is the spot? I think they're going to bring out the chains for a measurement. Refs move the ball back. First down, Blue Knights. Turnover on downs. Alvrine was not able to get it in there, and that is the best possible outcome the Blue Knights could have hoped for.
And now you have to question, should they have kicked the field goal in that situation? Would you have taken the points this early on in the game?
Personally, this early on in the game, absolutely. I would take the points. It's too early to be trying risky plays like that, especially in that area of the field.
A 4th and a long 2.
Big run up the middle. Blue Knights are able to bring it out to about the 16-yard line.
And let's see if that turnover on downs, that big stop, let's see if they can turn it into some momentum.
And a few weeks, in the second week of the season, Alvrine went down to St. Thomas. St. Thomas is a 2-3 team right now, near the bottom of the division. So it is not unheard of that the Broncos, they're not infallible. It is possible to beat this team, especially in this division. And the Blue Knights are putting up a heck of a fight. Direct snap, fakes the handoff, goes up the middle, gets another 3.5 yards. Looks like we're going to be just shy of the first down at about the 19-yard line.
So this is the 3rd drive for the Blue Knights. They've yet to throw the ball, I don't believe.
I think they dropped back one time, rolled out, but then ended up tucking and running it anyway. 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert. It'll be since the first drive that they got a first down.
3rd and 1 at the 19.
Sticking with that same formation. Motion, direct snap, run to the right. Looks like he's got first down yardage. Spotting the ball at the 21, and that is first down, Blue Knights.
Xavier Burpee able to get a couple yards on the play, just extends his arm for the first down, and they'll move the chains.
Just enough blocking up front to get what they needed. Fresh set of downs. Out of the hole, take a possession on the 10-yard line. Direct snap, hands it off, goes to the left, breaks one tackle, able to fight his way up to about the 29-yard line. He's going to be just shy of a first down. Looks like maybe a gain of about 8.
Brandon Lloyd with a nice carry, that sweep to the left. Still all runs, no passes. They have that tight formation. You feel like at some point they got to spread it out and throw the ball. What? If it's working?
It's working right now, and the good thing about a tight formation like that is it gives you a lot of opportunity to be able to do some misdirection. You've got a bunch of people in the backfield, and when you get a couple of helmets going one way, one helmet going the other way, you don't know which one is a linebacker who's going to come out with the ball. Fumble in the backfield, Alvrine's able to tackle him. The Blue Knights save the ball, but it looks like I'm going to spot it at about the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
That direct snap to Jamal Tyler, he fumbled it in the backfield and brings up a 3rd and long 5 yards.
Luckily, he's able to get down on top of that ball because Alvrine did have some good penetration on that one. Again, in that tight formation. Counter play. 2 running backs went to the right, but the wing back went to the left, and he's the one that got the ball. But the Broncos did not fall for it, and they tackled him in the backfield. It is 4th and 6.
Yeah, Paul Manzi, the senior defensive lineman, in the backfield, wraps him up for a loss.
I've yet to see the punter come out on the field. This would be an odd time to go for it. 4th and 6 on your own 25.
And it's interesting, as you say that, it felt like there was kind of a hush over the stadium where everyone kind of turned to each other and was like, are they really going to go for this on 4th and 6?
I think they all just had the same befuddlement that I did.
And they'll call a timeout and they'll talk about it.
Time to make a logical decision.
It almost felt like they didn't know what down it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was no sense of urgency. They didn't, like, that last play, it didn't have that drive that you really need to get that first down, especially when you're on a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, those are the times that you really need the crowd to get into it. You need the band to strike up. You need a little bit of energy to get you that 3rd down.
Sunday, October 20th from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock a.m. Hope you hungry after attending church services. Bow down and support Manchester West football at the same time. Tickets, $10 for adults.
So let's see if head coach Tom Bozoin, excuse me, thought better of his decision, and he'll punt it away here.
You can support Blue Knights football.
Yep, looks like they got,
Frickers Grill, 250 to Butte.
looks like Xavier Burpee is back there to do the punting.
Sunday, October 20th. Fourth down, West punch formation. The X-Man sets the punt it away. Hudson, number 2, the deep end for Alvrine.
And Grady Hudson receives the ball. He got it at about the 45. He makes a good run, got some good blocks, able to get down to about the 15-yard line.
Grady Hudson with a ton of steam. He took that at the 50, brought it all the way down to the 20-yard line. A 30-yard return.
That was quite the return, and with this kind of field position, you need a better punt than that, or at least better punt coverage.
And they'll mark that actually at the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 on the Blue Knights 18. The Broncos will start this drive.
So about a 32-yard kick return. Sets them up in real good field position.
Absolutely. The Broncos come out with trips to the left. Looks like running back directly behind the quarterback. Haven't seen that yet. Another bubble screen to number 14. Number 5 for the Blue Knights, able to wrestle him down for a loss.
Brandon Lloyd hit him as soon as he caught that, wrapped him up.
I didn't see who was trying to block Lloyd, but all they did was try. Let's see if the Blue Knights can make another goal line stop. 2nd and 11. Bunch that to the right. High snap goes over his head. Being chased, he rolls to the right. Able to make it back past the original line of scrimmage.
Nice job by Kyle Gore just to sacrifice himself to be able to get the ball close to the line of scrimmage after a real high snap. We've seen that multiple times already. We've talked about it.
Now it looks like we're set up with a 3rd and 9.5. This is the kind of play where Alvrine really needs to make something happen. And if they're going to be doing the shotgun snap for most of the game, they got to figure a way to get those snaps down. Good snap, rolls to the left, lays it out. Looks like it's just incomplete. Just over the hands.
Kyle Boucher with the, it looked like he almost pushed off on that. They could have called offensive pass interference. He looked like he tried to push off to give himself a little bit of separation.
But all for naught, didn't get the call. And 4th down and almost 10 yards. And they are gonna go for it again. They are not risking bringing out their kicker. like we've got a timeout on the field.
So an interesting decision. Instead of going for it,
Going to take a timeout. They're going to talk about it. It's like the Alvrine coach is giving some words of inspiration.
From that spot, it'd be a 28-yard field goal attempt.
Which is doable at the high school level. Really depends on the kicker. I've seen some high school kickers be able to hit 35, 40-yarders, but that 25 to 30 yards is the top range of most high school kickers. Alvrine's coming back out, and they're not bringing their kicker. They're going for it on 4th and almost 10 yards. Another opportunity for the Blue Knights to be able to take possession over and stop the Broncos from scoring points. Motion left to right. Rolls to the left. Throws the ball out the back of the end zone, and another turnover on downs in the red zone. Twice now the Broncos have come up short trying to go for a long 4th down.
For the Blue Knights, their defense has held up on these plays down in the red zone. They've played really well, they've been stout, and they're still in this ball game because of it.
Absolutely, the defense is what's holding them together. The offense is able to string together a few plays, able to get a first down every here and there, but a little bit more consistency on offense, and this would be a very different game. In that tight formation with the wing back. Direct snap goes right up the middle. He's got good blocking. Gets held up at about the 23-yard line. That's going to give us a 2nd and 5.
So with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, the Knights are still in this ball game.
It's a one-score game. This is much closer than I expected. I mean, both teams last week were able to put up a bunch of points. Manchester West put up 32 over Conval. Alvrine put up 41 over Sanborn. Conval and Sanborn aren't the strongest teams, but both of these teams tonight can score points. Another handoff on the outside. Goes out to the left. I hear calls for a fumble. The refs have not made a signal yet, and there it is. Alvrine has recovered the fumble. We will have an Alvrine first down at about the 26-yard line. As we were just saying, that Blue Knight offense is what needs to step up.
And now for the West Blue Knights, their defense is right back on the field. So let's see if they're fatigued at all or if they'll be able to hang in there.
They've been out there a lot tonight. Their legs are going to become an issue, especially in the waning moments of this half. To the left, one to the right. He's under center now. Let's see which side of the ball this penalty is going to be on. Looks like it's against the Blue Knights. That's the second time they've had a before the snap foul. 1st and 5.
It looked like Jarrett Vosine got a little bit anxious and just jumped pre-snap, and those pre-snap penalties will kill you.
Those are the things that coaches hate more than anything. Mental mistakes. Physical mistakes are going to happen. Mental mistakes, you got to prevent them. Goes for a pass. He lays it up. Number 14 gets it. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Kyle Boucher with a double move. That little stop and start. It just drew the defensive back to him, and he just ran right past him.
I mean, it helps that Boucher is about 1.5 feet taller than that defensive back. He just put his arms up and laid down with that ball in the end zone. It is 13-0, awaiting the extra point with 4:34 left to go in the half. Kick is up. And it's good. Right down the middle. And seeing the height of the kick over the crossbar at that distance, I can understand why his range is probably only out, if the line of scrimmage got back to about the 10-yard line, that's probably about the end of his range.
Yeah, Corey Collard, he drilled that that field goal, but I don't think he has the range to hit it from 30, 35 yards.
No, he's got decent accuracy. He put it right down the middle, but didn't have the biggest leg on that. Some of the Blue Knights seem to be a little confused as they line up on the wrong side of the field for the kick return. This will be the third kickoff by the Broncos tonight. Let's see if they kick it long or squib it. Long kick. Xavier Burpee drops the ball, able to recover it, but he is down at about the 20-yard line.
He was just barely able to get back on that ball. Didn't look like he was in too much of a hurry to get on it.
I think he lost sight of it. He dropped the ball and it looked like he got spun around, and then when he finally got sight of it, dove on it just in time. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Blue Knights' 21-yard line. It's a very conservative offense,
to say the least. They've yet to pass the ball. No throws at all.
Pitch to the right, able to get the corner. Held up by number 49. He goes down at about the 23-yard line, gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And for the Broncos defense, when you're facing an offense that is seemingly one-dimensional, they're not throwing the ball, they're not spreading it out at all, you can stack men in the box. You know that they're going to run the ball.
Absolutely. Those linebackers are lining up another half a yard closer. The defensive backs are closer by another 2 or 3 yards. It's a boring day for a corner. Direct snap, he goes up the middle. He's got decent blocking, but he gets tackled at about the 25-yard line.
Pickup of maybe a yard on the play?
Yard and a half at the most. Looks like we've got 3rd and a long 5, maybe 6. This is the 3rd down that the Blue Knights really need to make right here. Have to get out of your own red zone. Get a 1st down. Now the low snap line, he's going to pass it, and he gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage, about the 21-yard line. It is 4th and 10.
That was the captain, Alex Prescott, with the tackle.
And Prescott came in off the edge and was able to get to Burpee before he could even identify a receiver. He didn't even have opportunity to throw.
And the Blue Knights offense just keeps on going backwards.
Timeout on the field. I believe it was called by Alvrine.
Timeout called by West.
No, called by West, actually. My apologies.
48 seconds remaining, half number 1 here in Meisel Veterans.
2:48 left to go in the half. The Blue Knights are down 14-0. It is 4th and 10. And it looks like they are lined up to punt. Number 2, Grady Hudson, is back to receive the punt again. Grady had a great return last time. The punt is blocked. Alvrine recovers the ball in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Their defense now has 6 points.
Donald Buchanan recovers that that block in the end zone for a touchdown. Now the Broncos are up 20-0.
they had so much penetration on that front four that there were more white jerseys in the backfield than there were blue jerseys.
Burpee had no chance to get that away.
Lined up for the extra point. The kick is up. Low kick, but accurate. 21-0, 2:41 left to go in the half. The Blue Knights have a high hill to climb.
And for the Broncos, you can see their stout defense creating points. Not only on the offensive side, they're scoring points defensively, and that's why they're such a tough team to beat.
And they've been winning the battle of field position all game. Every time the Blue Knights are able to get a couple of first downs, get decent field position, the Broncos are able to answer with their own series of first downs. And even if they do turn it over in the red zone, they're still getting possession in the Blue Knights' half of the field and setting them up to get more points every time.
.241 to go in the half. They're down 21-0. It's a big hill to climb for the Blue Knights.
Another long kick. Looks like Xavier Burpee's going to get it off the ground. Gets one block, spins his way out to the left, gets taken down at about the 30-yard line.
And now for the Blue Knights, you're going to have to spread the ball out at some point. Your one-dimensional offense is just too predictable right now for the Broncos defense.
Yeah, there's no guessing about it. The ball is getting handed off, and if you can penetrate at all, you're going to disrupt the pass. They've tried 2 passes now. One was a scramble, the other was a sack. Another direct snap. He goes up the middle. Not a whole lot of blocking. He gets out to about the 32-yard line, gain of 2 yards. That Alvrine front 4 or front 8 really, they're plugging all the holes and they are not letting anything come up the middle. And then those corners are able to keep anybody from getting the edge. There have only, I want to say the Blue Knights have only had a play over 5 yards a couple of times this game. Another run, off tackle to the right. Forward progress is going to get him up to about the 34-yard line. Again, only about a 2-yard gain. Is 3rd and 6.
For the Broncos, they just keep on stacking men in the box and picking up that run. They're not allowing any big plays.
There's nothing fancy about it. Third down, 6 yards.
Clock's still running. Blue Knights are not in any hurry right now.
Minute to go in the half. Blue Knights saunter up to the field, up to the line. Direct snap, fake the handoff to the left. He's able to get the edge. He's got some speed, stiff arms, gets dragged out of bounds and then thrown to the ground out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
Xavier Burpee, that was a big run to his left, and he was thrown out of bounds.
I am surprised we didn't see a flag on that. He was well out of bounds before getting thrown to the bench.
Yeah, he was a good 5 yards out of bounds, and then he was thrown to the ground.
Might have been a missed call there by the refs, but it was a great run nonetheless. He was able to get about 20 yards out of that.
That's the first real big play for the Knights. Let's see if they can keep it going.
That's the momentum they need, especially right now with 40 seconds left to go. Double reverse, gets a couple blocks. There's a flag for the face mask. There are 2 flags on the play right now. Thought I saw a face mask that'll go against the Broncos. Number 27, the runner, got brought down by his eyeballs. Holding on the Blue Knights, personal foul on the Broncos, and they offset. So that is a non-play there.
Offsetting personal foul penalties.
All right, back to a 1st and 10 like it never happened. 34 seconds left to go in the half. Getting that tight formation. Direct snap to Xavier Burpee. Gets one good block, but swallowed up by the middle of that defense. About a yard or so.
Burpee, the ball carrier, number 1.
26 seconds left to go.
Timeout for the Blue Knights here.
Yeah, trying to stop the clock.
Timeout called on the field by Manchester West.
So this drive has shown a little bit of life for the Blue Knights.
They've got a couple of big runs. We'll see if they can score before the half, put some points on the board, build on that momentum.
Just got to find a way to keep stopping the clock. I believe they've already used a couple of timeouts. Not sure if they have any left. But the good thing about high school football in this state is that every first down stops the clock.
Supporting West High cheerleading program, coached by the lovely Sharon Glenn.
Still running this Wildcat set with 2 guys in the backfield, and you really don't know which one of them is going to get the ball. Xavier Burpee tries to throw it, ends up going very far out of bounds. They only sent 1 receiver downfield, and there were 2 or 3 Broncos back there to cover him. There is a flag, intentional grounding. He did not get outside of the tackles, and he threw it a good 10 yards out of bounds.
And that was the first pass of the game for the Blue Knights, and maybe that's why they don't pass.
That very well could be.
There was not a receiver within 15 yards of that ball.
Well, umpire walks it back. Looks like it's from the spot of the foul. 5 yards from where he threw it. We're now set up for 3rd and 22. Able to get some speed on that. Got a little bit of yardage. About a 7-yard play. Still going to be about 4th and 15. 4th and 15 is not the time to go for it. I would wager that they are going to punt. Yeah, the punt return comes onto the field.
Looks like there's a lot of confusion out there right now.
The chain gang showed 4th down, but it actually was 3rd down. So
that was a turnover on downs.
They're saying that was a turnover on downs, but that was third down because the first down did not happen because of the offsetting penalties. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was the offsetting penalties.
Which was on first down.
And then there was a run that went for a yard. No, there wasn't. No, that was when they got to redo the first down, that was the attempted pass downfield. And so that should have been second down right there. I am very confused why this is a turnover on downs right now.
Yeah, and the officials are still talking about it. I don't think they know either. A lot of discussion out there on the field.
Well, this is the first for me. I have yet to play in, attend, or call a game where the refs were confused as to the down.
And on the play where there was the intentional grounding, was that a loss of a down? Was that where the confusion came from?
That could be, that it was a loss of a down on that play. But even with the loss of a down, it still should be fourth right now.
So now it looks like the official's going over to talk to head coach of the Broncos, Tarek Roth.
Now it is 4th and 15.
So a lot of confusion, but the Blue Knights will have the ball.
Yeah.
4th down.
4th down, 15 to go.
And after all that, there's 12 seconds to go, and they'll probably just punt the ball away.
Yep.
Fourth down for West.
And West opts to let the clock run out. So after all of that confusion, we are just marched right in to halftime. Speaking of marched into halftime, the marching band is out. They're going to be playing some music. I don't believe we are going to be broadcasting that this week, but it is 21-0. Alvrine Broncos over the Manchester West Blue Knights. For Dan Jeanette, I'm Dan Hanna. We will see you in the second half. Welcome back to Manchester, New Hampshire and Manchester Public Television's Friday Night Football. Here we are in William Bill Mizell Veteran Memorial Field at Manchester West, where the Blue Knights are facing off against the Alvrine Broncos. Blue Knights have a tough hill to climb, being down 21-0 after a first half that was all Broncos all the time.
And for the Broncos, they had touchdown run from Alex Gafrida, touchdown catch from Kyle Boucher, and a punt block, touchdown recovery in the end zone. And that's where we are to start the third quarter.
Blue Knights did make a couple good defensive stops on their own end, but they haven't been able to get that offense going. But they will be on defense to start this half. Let's see if they can hold Alvrine to a punt on this first series. The kick is a squib. It goes bouncing down the middle, gets recovered at about the 32-yard line. He's able to bring it up to the Blue Knights 46. Great field position to start the second half. The Broncos offensive unit comes on, and they've had a good mix of plays thus far through the game.
And that was a nice return for Donald Buchanan, taking it right up to about midfield, putting the Broncos in really good field position to start this third quarter.
1st and 10 from the 46. Two wide receivers and a tight end to the left, one back. He's under center. A couple of high snaps in the first half. I think under center is advisable. Hard snap count. Sweep to the left. Able to round the corner. Stays in bounds. He's away. Number 5 rides him down. He's brought down at about the 14-yard line. Great blocking on the edge. Able to make a big gain out of that.
The senior captain, Alex Gaffrida, just chugging down the left sideline.
Like about a 32-yard run to start the second half. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line.
So just like that, the Broncos are in the red zone. And for the Blue Knights, they've been in this spot all night with their backs right on against the goal line.
That's right. They've made 2 stops here in about this same position. Bubble screen pass to the left. He gets ridden to the ground at about the 10-yard line. It'll be about a 3-yard gain.
Swallowed up by Kevin Johnson. That's a big load right there. Nice tackle.
Kevin Johnson coming down on the receiver, probably less than half his size. Three receivers set to the right, one running back, tight end on the left. Good snap, another bubble screen to the right, mirror play from the last one. Able to stay on his feet, keep chugging. He's gets to about the 5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Couple of really good plays. There's a play to the left, play to the right, exact same play, just mirror image. 2 wide receivers blocking, 3rd wide receiver gets the pass behind the line. Twins on both sides. Motion left to right. Direct snap, designed run. He's into the end zone, hardly touched. The Broncos are up 27-0. 9:53 left to go in the third quarter.
Kyle Gora just taking that ball right in for the touchdown, putting them up 27-0 with the extra point coming. And you're starting to see for the Blue Knights, their defense is starting to get tired. They've been on the field most of this ball game.
Absolutely. With a program the size of theirs, they got a lot of players that are going to be going both ways, offense and defense. So they're getting exhausted. Kick is up, and it is good. He had a little bit more leg on that one than we've seen all game. Got some good height on that. He could have done that from another 10 yards away.
Remaining in the third quarter. Score is now Alvrine 28, Manchester West 0.
Just looking at the 2 sidelines, the Alvrine program probably has about 20 or 30 more players than the Manchester West program does. And when it comes to just keeping fresh legs on the field, Alvrine has a much easier time having fresh guys out there.
It's a real tall task now for the Blue Knights, 28-0. Plenty of time to go in the second half, so we'll see what can happen.
4 broken plays could be it. Another kick from the Broncos. Their 5th kickoff this game. It was a big kick. Gets it, fields it at about the 12-yard line. Gets hit pretty hard. Taken down at the 27. 15-yard return. Like Xavier Burpee on that return. He's returned a few of them, gotten decent returns out of each. 27-yard line is about average for their field position to start a drive thus far. fumble. Ball is still on the ground. Referees have yet to make a signal yet.
Broncos ball.
Broncos ball. Xavier Burpee coughs it up again. This time the Broncos are able to recover. They will have a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line going in to the Blue Knights zone.
And you got to feel for the Blue Knights defense. You feel like they've been down here all game long. They've been on the field most of the game.
Yeah.
And for the Broncos, it's the same thing. They've started with great field position all night.
They had average field position on the first 2 drives, but ever since then they've been able to keep the ball in the Blue Knights' end. Play action, deep, gets picked off by Xavier Burpee. One-handed grab, brings it down at the 5-yard line. Injecting some energy into this Blue Knights team.
Burpee's been the best player on the field all night for the Blue Knights.
And that was a heck of a catch.
That was Odell Beckham Jr. like.
He was outstretched, full extension, came down on his back. That was quite a catch. The turnover is all well and good, but starting to drive at your 5-yard line, especially when you've been either 3 and out or coughing up turnovers the last several drives, they need a big play here. Direct snap, Xavier Burpee brings it up. Big boys up front are able to move the line forward. Gets up to about the 10-yard line. And have 2nd and 5. That was just the Blue Knights offensive line using their weight.
Just moving that pile, picking up 5 tough yards.
Motion, keeps it up the middle, tries to roll it out to the side, ends up getting taken down. Forward progress at about the line of scrimmage. He got twisted down pretty hard. He's on the ground, he's getting up slow. He got twisted down by about 2 or 3 men at the same time.
Looks like no gain on that play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd down play here. Got to get out of their own end.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 5 for West.
Blue Knights need a couple more weapons. Xavier Burpee can't do it all himself. Again, he gets swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Taken down hard. Broncos defense is excited, to say the least.
And same thing, just another run right up the middle for the Blue Knights. It's been real predictable.
Yep.
And if you're the Broncos, you just stack those men in the box. You just wait for the run and you swallow it up. That's what we've seen all night.
They did a little bit of misdirection, bringing a motion man, faking it to him, going to the left, but you haven't done that and actually handed it off enough times for that fake to be sellable. Here it is, 4th and 6, and they feel like they have to go for it, being down 28-0. This is not really the field position to do that. Oh, and they punt it. It's a trick play. They lined up like they were going to run the ball, but they end up punting it. I don't know what the Broncos player was thinking there. When the kicking team touches the ball is dead.
The West 35.
Looks like the Broncos will take over at the Blue Knights 35 again. Very, very good field position.
Let's see if the Broncos decide to start running the ball and running the clock now with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6:41 exactly.
3 receivers set to the left, tight end to the right. Attempted, showed the bubble screen, kept the ball, runs up the middle, has some space, has downfield blockers, finally gets taken down at the 11-yard line. Kyle Gora is eating up the Blue Knights defense. That is the second time he's been able to get some decent yardage on his own.
Pick up about 24 on that play, just ran it right up the middle, used his speed.
They've done that bubble screen to the outside a couple of times, and he showed the pass, which brought the corner, bit down on that hard. He tucked the ball, made a great gain. Motion, gives it to the motion man, tries to get the edge, finds a hole, gets taken down at about the 4-yard line.
The sweep play to Grady Hudson, picked up a couple of yards on the play, clock still running.
Yep. Second and goal at the 4-yard line. Defense is backed up in the hole again. Twins on either side. 4 down linemen for the Blue Knights. Motion right to left. Bubble screen. Throws it well over. Knocked down by the Blue Knights. It is 3rd and 4.
Brandon Lloyd able to get his pop there, swat that ball away. He read that right away. Lucky that wasn't an interception for the Broncos.
If one of those Blue Knight defensive backs out on that edge were able to get that ball, it would have got them to decent field position. I'm not sure if they would be able to outrun some of those Alvrine players, but could have got a big chunk of yardage out of it. But here we are, 3rd and goal on the 4-yard line. The Broncos are vying for their 5th touchdown. Handoff up the middle, cuts it back to the left, and he's in. And for the 5th time today, the Broncos have found the end zone 4 times on offense, once on defense. 5:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and it took about a quarter of time of the game, but then it started to go about the way we thought it would, with the Alvrine Broncos able to just keep churning out play after play, staying consistent, not getting penalties. The extra point snap, kick is up, and good.
So after that touchdown run by Grady Hudson, it's now 35-0, and the route is on.
So we are into running time now in this league. Once one team is up by 35 points, then the clock will continue to run. Once this ball is kicked, the clock will start and it will keep going. Punt, the kickoff. shorter kick than normal. Bounces. Xavier picks it up, gets a good return, brings the ball up to about the 42-yard line.
A 17-yard return for Xavier Burpee. He's been best player all night. We've seen him all over the field. He's got to be getting tired.
He's been going both sides of the ball. He's running it, throwing it, caught an interception. If the Blue Knights give out a game ball, I'm going to say it goes to Burpee.
And for West, this is real good field position starting off for them.
This is some of the best field position. I think this might be the best field position they've had all game. Direct snap to Burpee. Pile's still moving, but they're calling it dead at the 45-yard line.
Burpee just chugging those legs. Gain of about 3.5, maybe 4 on the play.
Broncos are changing out a few players, getting some more fresh legs on the field. Hand off to the motion man. He's able to get the edge, gets taken down. Big open field tackle by number 24 for the Broncos.
The sophomore, Mateus Costa, with a great wrap-up tackle. That was probably the best tackle we've seen all night.
That needed to be in the Rugby World Cup. That was a beautiful tackle. Shoulder right on the thighs, wrapped up the legs and brings him down. Making those kinds of open field tackles is a thing of beauty.
When the coaches roll the tape, they're going to point to that, say, that is exactly how you want to tackle guys.
Every single time. That is a training video in the making. 3:20 left to go in the quarter. The Blue Knights come out in their tight formation. Another snap to Xavier. Again, he just gets swallowed up by that defense. Got maybe a yard out of the play. It is 4th and 2.5.
So 4th and a long 2. Let's see if they'll spread it out or if they continue to run the ball right up the middle.
We'll see. They need this 4th down. This is their, at this point in the game, you got nothing to lose. Go for it. They do spread the field. They are more spread than we've seen them all game. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. He rolls to the right. He keeps it. He's got the yardage for the first down. He gets his way all the way up to the 39-yard line, and that's a first down, Blue Knights.
And who else but Xavier Burpee?
But they spread the field, and they were able to get that running game going. Just getting the defense out of their box, opening the field up a little bit. Xavier Burpee has the speed, has the talent to get the yardage. You just got to spread out the Broncos, because when you jam them up in the middle, they're going to stop. Again, spread formation, motion to the left, hand it, reverse, fumble, drops onto the ball, and that is a big loss on that fumble in the backfield. I don't know if we needed the reverse. I think the motion man with the head of steam heading for the sideline would have been enough for at least a few yards.
Edwin Rodriguez able to jump on that ball, and it's a loss of about 10 yards on that play.
A 9-10 yard loss. The booth is calling it 7, but I think that's a little short. So, 2nd and long. Rex Burpee tries to make something out of nothing, able to just get about a yard.
Looks like Burpee was running the option play there. He had Edwin Rodriguez to his left. He was able to pitch it, but he decided to tuck and run with it.
Yeah, I think pitching it might have been the better option there. He went right back inside, and there were at least 2 Broncos there to meet him. We got 13 seconds left in the quarter. The time is probably going to run out here before they get a playoff. They seem in no hurry. And the end of the third quarter, it is 35-0. Broncos over Blue Knights. The Blue Knights, they showed a little bit of life there. They finally made a desperation play, but they finally figured out a decent formation.
Yeah, you know, they spread out their formation, like you said, and by bringing those D-backs away from the linebackers, they were able to spread it out and create some running room for the running back. But that fumble where they decided to do the reverse, they lost yards on the play and they were moving backwards. It's those mistakes that will kill you.
They're fortunate that they were able to hold on to that ball. Not sure if they're going to be able to get out of this deficit at 3rd and 16. 16 yards would be one of their biggest plays of the day. They've had a couple plays at 10, 12, 13 yards, but we'll see if they can pull their biggest play out to get them out of the hole. Regardless, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, this is 2-down territory, so just get a good chunk right here.
Yep, let's get 8, 10 yards here.
3rd down and 16 for West.
2 receivers to the left. 3 men in the backfield, 1 on the wing with the pink sleeves. Xavier Burpee gets hit in the backfield, and he's taken down. Contact was made at about the 49-yard line. A loss of about 6 yards on the play.
That was the senior captain linebacker, Alec Prescott, hit him in the backfield for a loss. That'll bring up 4th down and 20.
I don't think he was touched when he went into that backfield. He snuck through the gap and looks like they're lining up to punt. Yeah. Xavier Burpee, the man of many hats, is back there as the punter. That's a good punt, too. Fielded at about the 10-yard line. Gets a good return, good blocking. There's a flag down back at the 30-yard line. He's still running. He stayed in bounds, and he has run the punt back for a touchdown. That is number 24, Mateus Costa, with one heck of a run. We'll see what this flag is back here at the 30-yard line and see if that ball is coming back. The call on the field is a touchdown. We'll see who the flag is against.
Mateus Costa, the sophomore, using his wheels.
Wasn't it Mateus Costa that just had that beautiful form tackle?
It was. So in this route, you're seeing younger players getting some playing time, and he's really showing some flashes here.
Looks like a penalty against the receiving team. The penalty was back at the 30-yard line. So the score remains 35-0. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Broncos in probably their worst field position of the night.
We got a new quarterback in there, the sophomore Jacob Bradshaw.
And a bit of a collision on the handoff. Jacob Bradshaw gets the running back's helmet to the side of the face.
A loss of 4 on that play. A little bit of a confusion.
Second down and 16 for the Broncos. Ball on the 16. Their own 16.
Come back up to the line. Let's see what the young man can do. Another handoff. Blue Knights were able to string him out and bring him down. Ball got fumbled, but it went out of bounds. Looked like they are marking the spot at about the 11-yard line. Another loss on that play. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 19. The Broncos are trying to get some of their younger players some varsity experience, and they're not doing as well as they'd hoped. Another handoff. This is inside. Decent run. The line is moving the pile. Ball makes it back up to about the 14-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. And the punt team is coming back on.
And so like you said, there's going to be some younger players here. There'll be some mistakes being made. It might be their first time out there in a varsity football game, but it's good experience for them coming into this.
Get some snaps, get some plays. Band is playing Thriller. Xavier Burpee has been a thriller for the team all night. Let's see if he can show us a little bit more. The punt is away, bounces at the 43, stays vertical, gets down by the Broncos. Looks like the 43-yard line is where the Blue Knights are gonna take over. We got just over 8 minutes left in the game. The clock remains running. Let's see what the Blue Knights can do.
And for the Blue Knights being down 35-0 at this point, you just want to score some points. You want to put some points on the board. You don't want that shutout.
No, nobody wants to go home with that goose egg. Handoff to the outside, gets a good block, moves his way up the field, gets hit hard, but able to get the ball up to about the 39-yard line. Gain of about 4.5, 5 yards on the play.
The senior Adam Jones coming in with a big stick to finish that play off.
Like that was wide receiver Brandon Lloyd for the Blue Knights that ran that ball. Brandon Lloyd hasn't had many carries this game, and I think that might be to the Blue Knights' detriment. Xavier stays on his feet. He's able to get the ball up to about the 26-yard line, and that's a first down. That's one of the bigger plays of the game.
Yeah, they get able to keep the chains moving. First down, 6:50 to go in this ball game. Clock's running.
Another tight formation. Runs up the middle. Again, decent yardage. That he got pulled down at about the 20-yard line.
Tyler on the carry that play.
Like about 5 yards on the gain, maybe 6. Yeah, looks like 6 yards on the play. It brings up 2nd and 4.
Jamal Tyler with a nice carry right up the middle. Brings up a 2nd and 4.
This is the best position the Blue Knights have been in all game. Their first time getting close to the red zone. Fakes the handoff. Xavier gets pulled down in the backfield. Didn't sell the fake quite enough, or that player just didn't bite. We have a Blue Knight down on the field. He's very, very slow to get up. That's number 53, Troy Nutter, a left tackle, holding his back. Xavier got pulled down in the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 34-yard line. Or 24-yard line, I'm sorry.
It looks like Manchester West just called a timeout here.
Well, with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the game, Manchester West is knocking at the door, trying to get some points on the board to make it a respectable game, to at least say that they weren't shut out.
Yeah, this is a nice drive for Manchester West. They've been able to drive the ball a little bit. You know, we want to see them score some points here. We don't want to see the shutout.
Absolutely. Manchester West is back to that very tight formation. Haven't had a great deal of success with it. Couple of good runs. Motion, low snap, hit in the backfield by number 17, Bryant Montgomery.
Another sophomore getting some playing time.
Getting the sack. I mean, with the direct snap like that, they're running a Wildcat-style offense, so it's hard to tell if it's a sack or just a loss of yards. But 4th and 11, and the Blue Knights have to go for it, down 35-0 with 5:05 left in the game. The clock's running, and they come back out again in that very tight formation. 1 wide receiver, wing back, 2 halfbacks. Low snap. It's about a 2-yard gain and a turnover on downs.
So on 4th and 11, they decide to run it and pick up a couple of yards, and another turnover on downs for the Blue Knights.
4th and 11, and they run it up the middle.
It's been that way all night, so.
Yeah. Same script, different paragraph. Looks like the Alvrine Broncos have brought out a whole bunch of their underclassmen. It's like they've left in a couple of the bigger linemen, but looks like most of the skill players are some of the younger men that are trying to get some playing experience. A pitch. He keeps the ball, he breaks a tackle, broke another tackle, stiff arms his way up to the 40-yard line. Number 16, Albert Matrill.
Yeah, Matrill's limping off the sidelines after that run. It was a nice gain for a 1st down.
One of the Knights was able to slow him down back at about the 30, but he broke that tackle, got another 10 yards out of it. Sophomore quarterback is in the shotgun. High snap, bobbles it, gets hit in the backfield, gets taken down at about the 21-yard line.
Brandon Lloyd with the sack right there.
Loss of almost 15 yards.
And now it's the Broncos' turn to start going backwards.
Well, it's a trial by fire for the young Broncos. Broncos line up back under center. Those high snaps have plagued them all game. Handoff, inside run. Gets held up by number 32, driven back. makes it to about the 31-yard line, which will make it 3rd and 19.
Greg Frinney with the carry right up the middle. 2:09 left to go in this ball game. Clock's running.
Like Jamil Delroy with the tackle on that play. Broncos are back under center. Another run up the middle.
We got a fumble there.
Fumble on the play.
Blue
And
Knights
the Blue
have
Knights
it.
come up with it. That is Jamil Delroy with the fumble recovery, and the Blue Knights are going to take over at about the 35-yard line.
And the freshman for the Blue Knights, Jamil Delroy, with Delory, with the fumble recovery here with 1:38 to go. Another opportunity for the Blue Knights to put some points on the board.
Got a minute and a half of running time. Last several drives of this game have had a turnover on downs, a couple of fumbles. It's been an exciting second half.
We've had some underclassmen in there getting some varsity experience. It's gotten a little sloppy, a little bit out of hand, but we'll see if the Blue Knights can put some points on the board before this one's all said and done.
It's been back and forth. There's not a whole lot of points scored in the second half. We went into the halftime at, it was 28-0 at half. Only one touchdown scored this half. Blue Knights come out. Looks like the Blue Knights are bringing in some of their younger players as well. Trying to get their young men some varsity experience. Direct snap. Delory gets the ball. He makes his way up to the 32-yard line.
Pick of about 2 on that play. Maybe we'll call it 3. 2nd and 7. Blue Knights still not in any hurry.
The clock is running. We got a minute left. 2nd and 7. They are loading the box on the defensive side. It looks like a blitz is coming. False start, number 72 on the offense. The threat of a blitz had him twitching.
And that'll back him up 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 12.
36 seconds left. Again, not very quick to get back to the line. Still that tight formation. Everybody's coming. He's able to get outside, but not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 1.5 yards.
The sophomore Andrew Porter coming up, putting the lick on him, putting an exclamation point on this win for the Alvrine Broncos. 35-0. That's it.
And that's the game. They are lined up to shake hands. From Manchester West is final score 35-0. Alvrine Broncos over the Manchester West Blue Knights. Thank you for tuning in to Manchester Public Television's Friday Night Football from William Bill Mizell Veterans Memorial Field in Manchester West. I'm Dan Hanna. My partner in crime is Daniel Gannett. Have a great night. Thank you, Manchester.
Back in action at home.